Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to What's New and Coming Up with Lipedema. I am Siobhan Huggins. I'm the research specialist with Lipedema Simplified, and I'm joined by Catherine.
Hi, and this is the view out my window. Yesterday, not today, we had a flash storm last night just before sunset. Oh my God. And I was sitting here doing some work, and um, all of a sudden, I saw the light start coming in from behind me, and it looked like the place was magical, that it had this quality to the light, and I turned around and that's what I saw. So I jumped up and I went out, and the deck was soaking wet. I got so wet and didn't care. I just started to take photos because that was one side. The other side had a huge rainbow, and I'm like, I didn't only get one sign, I got double whammy. I figured that was what I needed, because it's been a busy month with all the lipedema awareness stuff.
hmm
Okay, dokie. So what's new in Sioux Falls?
New in Sioux Falls. The main thing I think, for one, I actually went downtown. And last weekend I went and saw the Legally Blonde musical. It was a live rendition, and it was so fun. The cast was excellent. The lady who played Elle was like perfect, beautiful, blonde, awesome singer, cute voice, cute acting. It, like, at one point I was laughing so hard I had tears in my eyes, and it had been quite a while since I've done that. But I had such a good time, and the audience was great, and there were two live dogs in the show, because there was Elle's dog, the little dog, and then in the musical there was also Rufus, which is the dog of a side character. So that was very exciting, and
Who's
they
the
did.
wait, who's the other dog?
So I don't know if it's the same in the movie, because I haven't seen the movie in like 20 years probably.
I just
Um,
watched the movie last week again.
okay, so in the musical, at least, there's a hairdresser who kind of acts
Yes,
as Elle's confidant, and the hairdresser has a dog
she does have a dog.
who she lost custody of to
Yeah.
her, not technically ex-husband, but technically ex-husband. Um, and so eventually we get to see Rufus, which was exciting. And
Oh,
they did such a good good dogs, yes, but also good job. Like, you would think with how loud it is, with like the singing and everything like that, they'd be freaking out, but they were so calm and good, and it was very very cool.
um, some people are in the chat. Welcome, Doris Martin 2434. Welcome. She said it's her first time here. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Sandra. And let's remember that big announcement. The ICD code for lipedema has gone through, it's been approved by the CDC, and the ICD 10 code will become active October 2027. So that's a year plus, but still, that's a big deal.
Yeah, at least we have a date now, and this is going to be helpful for people who need to go through insurance for a lot of this coverage in terms of compression and referrals to other specialists and things like that. I would imagine for surgery as well. So the ICD 10 code is a diagnosis code, and insurance requires a diagnosis code to cover treatment, or even monitoring like certain blood tests and things like that. So it's very very good that we're going to have that soon. That time will pass by quick before we know it.
yeah, that's great news, Jenny says, and I echo that. That is big, and that it came through in Lipedema Awareness Month is especially good.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. That was my first thought. I'm like, yay, good work. I want to also just give a shout out because the Lipedema Summit happened last week. Was it last week?
Yeah, I think so.
It was it yeah, because we haven't connected since it happened. Right, it was happening last Friday. Um and so it was well done, definitely worth going to. It was very surgery focused. They had conservative care, but I would say that a lot of their um, yeah, a lot of their attention was on surgery. But they had other stuff too. I want to say that. But it seemed like their main focus was on the surgery. Well, they had a lot of really good surgeons as well.
Hmm.
So, yeah. So the Lipedema Summit 2027 will be next year during Lipedema Awareness Month. Definitely worth going to. Okay. So, what's up for us?
So the thing that we've been concentrating on this month is the uh, medical go bag. And we do still have a couple more spots to go and watch that live, where it'll be talked about in a lot more detail. Uh, and we have, I believe, two more dates open for that.
Yep, I'm getting the link now. I'm gonna put it in the chat here, and I will show it.
Excellent. Yeah, because this is going to be focused on putting together everything you're going to need if you end up in the hospital, in like anything related to that. And I will always emphasize, just because sometimes it's difficult to even conceptualize, like, happened to me? No way. You can also use this information to put together. I mean, my mom recommended you need to have a like emergency weather kit, so you have everything you need in case you need to like evacuate or be out of the apartment for a while, travel, pregnancy, emergencies, all of this type of stuff. It'll get you in that mindset, but I think people should have one of these together, particularly because lipedema does have specific requirements for care. And if you're in a hospital, almost certainly you are going to be stationary for a while, and that in itself can be a trigger for pretty intense swelling episodes. So we need to be prepared for that.
And this isn't for everybody because some people have said that we're panicking. I want to reframe that emergency preparedness comes with the territory when you have a chronic disease. And the reason why we're doing it is a number of us who have lipedema and or lymphedema or both have had emergency room visits where an emergency room is designed to handle acute emergencies, or as Esther says, blue and bleeding.
Mhm.
It took me a minute to go blue and bleeding. Yeah, blue like you can't breathe. And bleeding, well, that's clearly defined. Uh, so blue and bleeding in the emergency room, and if you're not one of those, you can sometimes wait for hours to see someone
Mhm.
because they triage everyone. The nurse will evaluate and then put you in some kind of lineup as to where you are in terms of emergency status. Here's the thing that oftentimes the kinds of things that we experience, which is excessive swelling. I remember the last time I was in the emergency room and they put a tourniquet on my arm. I screamed at the top of my lungs. It was so painful. And, there are certain things that we need to be prepared to deal with in emergency situations. And that's what this is about. Okay, you can see it. Here it is. There are two more sessions, the 22nd and the 27th. So Monday next, oh, this coming Monday, this is Friday. Already another week went by. Okay, so Monday the 22nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Saturday, next Saturday, June 27th at 6 p.m. Again, Eastern Time. So you can sign up here. Oh, this is the group, all of us that have been working on the medical go bag. It consists, there's a course that'll start in July, but the webinars that are coming in June are really good overview of what you need to know and getting one ready to do it. If you can do it on your own, yes, do it on your own or come do it with us. We are giving, when you sign up for the course, we have a bag and all kinds of forms, medical forms, and everything that you need to make sure that you're taken care of. So you can read about all of us. We've been working on it really for a year, since last July. And here it is. You know what? I have to take June 14th off. That was already happened. Yeah, we're at the 19th. I'll take June 14th off. But it's something I highly, highly recommend. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would just add that emergency preparedness is like the
Oh, no.
oops. Panicking is what happens when you know you have to go to the emergency room or you're like half passed out on your way to the emergency room and you're trying to figure out all the stuff you need. You're already on your way there and you're just telling your family member or friend or whatever, I need this, and this, and then you forget like half of what you need and don't think about a whole bunch of other stuff. Preparedness is preventing panic because like as we go through life, the chances of us ending up in the ER for some reason, even if it's a positive reason, like you could end up because of sudden labor, having a kid, or something like that, um, it quickly approaches the chance of one. It's absolutely certain it's going to happen at some point in
Yeah.
your life. And hopefully it's a quick, you get in, you take care of whatever it was, you get out, maybe you get a couple stitches or something like that. But in some cases, we're not so lucky. And in that case, it is a bit of a comfort to just say, I need this bag from the entryway closet. Go get it for me. I'll meet you there. And you know you already have it put together and you just don't have to think about it as much besides maybe occasionally updating it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And anyway, we have ended up having fun with it all. And as you can see by my background, there's more color in my life recently. And so the bag that I had originally I was going to use because I like the Lipedema simplified colors on the website, red and black and white and gray and you know pretty understated. Well, I ended up with a rainbow bag. I ended up finding a bag that I went, "Oh my god, that's it." And so I have I'll show you next week. I'll bring it next week cuz by next week I'll have most of it, a lot of it put together because I've started to put together all of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, it's probably advisable to have a bright, like fluorescent, if you can, colored bag so it's easy to find when you need to grab it real quick. Or if you need to have a friend go get it for you.
yeah, it's definitely you're not going to miss this. Oh, and it's been so much fun. So, and we're coming up next weekend is a holiday weekend. I think we're still going to be here. I'm planning to be here. Are you going to be here next week?
Yes, I will.
Okay, good. So we'll be here. It'll be July 3rd, and we
Next
will.
week is the 26th. We're not quite there yet.
Oh, oh, okay. So it's 2 weeks is July 3rd.
Yep, 2 weeks is July 3rd, but
Oh,
I'll be
thank
here
God.
both next week and the week after that. Time is passing very quickly. But yes, and July 3rd is a Friday.
Yeah.
And July 4th will be the day right after that, and I will be headed downtown on Saturday to go to the parade and then to go to the fireworks show and to hang out with other people in town. And it'll hopefully be very fun.
Oh, it sounds great. And what are you wearing to the parade?
I have not decided yet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get like a navy blue sundress and then get like a American flag cardigan, and then I have my American flag earrings, and I have a scrunchie from actually Bucky's that's red, white, and blue, and I think even has Bucky in like a Uncle Sam hat type of thing. Um, so I will be decked out and I will be having a lot of fun. But I haven't decided yet. I have to go find a dress because I don't have any that fit that description. So I have to go clothes shopping, which is always fun. But I will get it done.
Yeah, sounds good. You have to take pictures and share pictures with us.
Mm, I'll show pictures with you. I don't know about anybody else.
Okay. That I'll take that. I'll take that deal. Okay, we're going to start our weekends. Have a wonderful one wherever you are.
Yeah, see
Morning,
everybody.
afternoon, evening.
See everybody next time.
Bye.